friends. Welcome, welcome. It is time to do a class. Coneflower Celebrations is what we're working on tonight. So, yay! Be sure to invite your friends, like, share, comment, all those fun things when you join me. I need to remind people to do that more often, I was told. Anyway, thanks for joining me. I don't see any eyeballs, but I'm going to get started here with just a quick couple of announcements, and then we're going to just dive right in. I've been waiting to use this set. It was it wasn't available for a while, and I like to do things that are available. So it's back. So I'm using it tonight. I'm a little scattered tonight. I got to town for an event at 5 and then raced right back as soon as I possibly could. So my stuff is ready to go, mostly. You'll have to ask me what kind of event I was at in town, because unless you're from the country, maybe not, you'll have to tell me whether I'm right or wrong there. Unless you're from the country, you might not know exactly what kind of event I went to. So, summer shopping spree. Right now, you win a $50 shopping spree. You get a chance to win one for every $25 ordered. This is from June, July, and August. You can earn an entry by mailing a card to me. I have a few people that have mailed cards to me. Thank you. Excuse me. Earn entries based on other challenges as well. I might have to throw some of out this next couple weeks because I haven't done that. Hi, Donna. Ontario, Canada, huh? That's a little ways away, but I'm close to Canada, but nowhere near Ontario. I'm more near Saskatchewan. Anyway, or subscribe to Paper Pumpkin. I have an additional perk in August. I will send you one of my favorite embossing folders with the $60 purchase because I turned 60 this month. So I thought you could get a present. Wouldn't that be fun? These are some sneak peeks of some product that's available now to demonstrators. If you can't wait, become a demonstrator today, and you can order from these publications right now. So that's your little sneak peek. Let's get started. Like I said, I am using Coneflower Celebrations. It does have dies. I have a couple of them on a mat right now because I didn't want to lose them, and I was dashing out the door, and I thought I'm just going to throw them on a mat. Here are some of the rest of them. So I'm thinking we might use these. The cards are in my brain. It's craft with Cheryl. So you craft right along with me. Hi, Nancy. How are things in South Central Kansas today? All right. So I have this loaded. Let me get my bearings here. Like I said, I was home and then I went to town. I had to be to town by 5. I went to the little kids' stick horse rodeo. Tell me in the comments if you have ever been to a stick horse rodeo. Hi, Anna. It is hot and humid in Kansas. It's just hot here. It's not humid. So, and I have a co-host tonight, the little black fly, and he is being super annoying. So if you see me doing a lot of this, it's because of the fly or a new wave. I don't know which. Okay. Let me see how I was going to do this. We're going to ink up a couple of these. And get started. So this one's just going to be cut out a color. No, it's going to be a cut and color. So we're just going to, doesn't look inked up enough. We're going to stamp and then color in. Stick horse rodeo. Anybody? All right. So in our town, when we have the county fair, we have a stick horse rodeo, and it's for kids 5 years and under this year. They set up 5-gallon buckets, and the little kids do the clover pattern around the 5-gallon buckets like they do in the real barrel racing. And then they have the buck and bronco, and they have fashioned out of pallets a gate or a little box with a gate. And so the little people with their stick horses get in there and they give the gate person a nod, and then they come out of the chute just a bucking on their stick horse. Some of them are much more animated than others, of course, but whatever. And then the third event is I don't know what the name of it would be. Anyway, there's a goat involved. It has a tag. It has a ribbon on it, and the kids have to run down and get the ribbon off the goat. So my granddaughter, who is 3, and her cousin, who just arrived moments before this started from North Dakota, haven't seen each other in a month or 2. They got to be in it today, and they were having themselves a good old time. They didn't want to do things quite the way like everybody else did a couple times, but they weren't the only ones. So it was just fun. My kids used to do it. We had to dig out my kids' stick horses. So it was fun. It was so much fun. All right, so I'm just going to color this one up. Before I left, I had a plan, and I have to come up with a new plan, because now I'm home. So I had to look up what a coneflower was. I kind of knew what one looked like, but I didn't know much about it. So I looked it up, and another name for it is echinacea. So I thought that was a good name. And I've heard of echinacea when we're sick. Sometimes we'll do that. Use echinacea. I haven't used it for a while. But they had all these beautiful combinations of the flowers. So we're going to do one. I hope it's going to be, we're going to do 3 actually. I hope it will turn out well. So they seem to have different colors on them, which is kind of cool. Now, I am going to disappear for 2 seconds. And you can see me, but I can't see you for just 2 seconds. I had a color combination in mind from my earlier search, and I don't remember what it was that went with my, I think it's fine. Whatever I come up with, right? Right? Yeah. Okay, I think we're going to try this. Yeah. Oh, no. I hope you get your system figured out, Anna. I'm sorry. But thank you for watching the replay. Be sure to like, comment, and share if you like my videos, if you enjoy watching. All right. I'm going to go with, I am not good at reminding people to like, comment, and share on my videos, and it was suggested to me that I need to do that. So there we go. This is dark old olive, and I'm just going to get some of There. And if this all goes kapooey, we'll know why. It's because I was distracted by a 3-year-old stick horse rodeo. Not a bad distraction, I'll tell you. I can pull up a picture of the kids were so cute. You know, they're just tiny. And they have the 5-year-olds go first. Oh, there's my friend the fly, who is really not my friend. He's not really my co-host. He is just an annoying bug. The flies are horrible here right now. It's August when you know the flies are bad. Harvest is coming along. Definitely not the best crop we've ever had. They had so much rain while I was gone that they're just muddling through, trying to get everything back, just trying to get everything in the combine. It's all growing wonky. All right, we're just going to stick maybe with a black-eyed Susan this time. And because I don't have, oh yeah, I do have yellow on that one. Nope. We're actually going to do Flirty Flamingo and yellow and Daffodil Delight. We're going to do a combo. It'll be fine. Ooh, that one should have a big X on it. All my X's. This one might be too dark, but it's okay. It's blends, right? We can blend it out. Right. I know I have a like Daffodil Delight that has a good brush tip because that's actually it doesn't. This doesn't have a very good brush tip either. All right. It's time to get a new one out. I'm tired of playing the game. I had it in reserve for when I just couldn't do it any longer. And you guys saw me break. Anyway, last weekend and last week, I wasn't here because I went to my family reunion. And my family reunion was in my hometown of Butte, Montana. Butte has one of the largest populations of Irish. Many immigrated to Butte to work in the mines back in the late 1800s and early 1900s. That's when my family came over. And they had a huge Irish festival, well, huge by Butte, Montana standards. And I need to put some pictures on my profile. Anyway, then it wasn't just a party. It was Irish dancers and Irish bands, and it was so much fun. And we got to visit with family members. So it's my grandmother's family. So it was her siblings and their families. Actually, her siblings, she doesn't have any siblings still alive because they would be very old. But our next generation is alive and doing quite well. And we like to get together and compare stories and, found a couple new relations from Ancestry and need to get in touch with a few new people. So that's my flower. I'm going to move my markers. And I think that'll be pretty. We're also going to use It's Your Day is my favorite on here. Sorry, I'm having a hard time getting my die off my wall. I have a magnet full of my more popular, and I was having a hard time getting that off the wall. Okay, so now we're going to cut this out. And using the big Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Now I learned when you're cutting some of these out, you need to make sure you're on the edge with the flowers. Ooh, how am I going to do that? Okay, so I need this one, but I don't need it to be folded. So we're going to cut out our stem first. And I am going to need some tearing tape. While I was at my reunion, I tried Irish road bowling. Has anyone ever tried Irish road bowling? There's the next quiz. Stick horse rodeo. I'm just going to totally educate you today. Stick horse rodeo, Irish road bowling. If you want to hear more of my stories, be sure to subscribe to my channel. If you want others to hear, share it. All right, I'm going to cut these the way I did it. I can't, I'm not going to be able to do it in one pass because of the way that I lined up everything, but that's all right. So Donna had coneflowers and they were a dusty rose. Oh, I bet they were gorgeous. So Irish road bowling. Nobody seems to have heard of that. It is so much fun. So you start the course in teams of 4. And you're rolling small cannonballs. Uh-oh. It's too late. You're rolling small cannonballs. And it's like a relay. So the first one rolls their cannonball. And wherever it goes off the road is where you mark it. And then the next person goes. And wherever the finish line is, whoever took the least amount of tosses or balls to throw it to get there wins the game. So it's like bowling, but we were on a walking path, but they say that they do it on gravel also. On the dirt path, it's a lot like you throw it like you do when you regular bowl, but the ball is only about this big. It's just about 3 or 4 inches in diameter. And it was so fun. So the story behind it is back when the Irish and the English were fighting, the English would stack their cannonballs and the Irish would come in and steal as many as they could, but they couldn't carry very many. So they would throw some ahead. And as they threw some ahead, then the next time they would throw, they'd catch up to the ones they threw, and then they'd throw some more. So there's your little Irish history lesson. I'm thinking about starting it in my town on one of our little celebrations. Oh, all right. So I have all that done. And I'm going to put the machine away. I have some of my other cutting done, but I don't have this done. Anyway, okay. So this die, like I said before, cuts it so it can make it into like a little card opening. Maybe we'll do that later, but not for this one. So there we have that. If you don't want that part, you just, I'm going to make it wavy like the rest. So you're just getting all kinds of lessons today. Dick Horse Rodeo, Irish Road Bowling, fun, fun, fun. I want to learn how to dance like the river dancers, the Irish dancers. I think that would be awesome. Am I coordinated for that? No. I can make a mean card, but dancing like that, probably not going to be pretty. All right. This is what this piece is going to look like. I think this will be all right on here. Okay. You know what? I'm going to change this out. I know. This is from the Country Woods. And I really like that, but now that I did that with a little of the pink hue, I think I want this instead. Do you agree? I'll try that. Yeah. Yeah. So I was just so excited when I was getting ready to go that my granddaughter was going to be in the Dick Horse Rodeo. I just cut stuff. Uh-oh. All right. We'll have 4 choices now. One of them we will like. We can do this with this. There's one of the choices. Or I was thinking of this weathered pink because of the way I colored it. Or what other? Or we have this color. Or what's on the back of this? Nah, that's not my favorite. I like that. But I almost like that better. What do you think? I am making a bucket list. I got all kinds of bucket lists. My biggest bucket list wish right now is to go to Ireland. I've never set foot on Irish soil, but I have been in the airplane in the airport in Ireland. So, all right, this is my oops. It moved, so I didn't get a very good cut with the die. So we're just faking it, right? Fake it till you make it. All right, we're going to grab the coloring on this is what takes the longest. And I have one I started, but I couldn't find it last time and I haven't used it since. So we're just going to start a new one. All right. got a little ahead of myself there. Where would you like to go on your bucket list? Do you have any vacations you'd like to go on? Like I said, I really want to go to Ireland. I've been to Europe. I've been in the Shannon Airport, but no closer. All right. Where's my light? I'm going to go over a little bit more of my dark with my light. Blend it just a bit more. Just a wee bit more. I think I might have sliced my die a little wonky. All right, that's okay. I'm going to use some small ones on this. I think I'm home for a while, so I don't think I'll have any other glitches unless I get called to harvest with my family. As of now, the next generation is starting to take over, so I don't have to help as much. I get the grandkids while everyone's out helping, which is fine. Oh, you know what? This is just too long. And that's okay. Add some dimensionals on this. And this one. Maybe I cut it too short. I think it's fine. And we'll do this one a little higher. All right. Oh, I just love this coneflower. So pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. All right. Like I said, you're going to see It's My Day a lot. Yeah, it's your day because it's the big sentiment on here. So I did grab a couple others, but I'm going to use It's Your Day. And I used it and I cleaned it and put it back in my box. Some days I'm ahead of things. Some days I am nowhere close. All right, I'm going to stick with black because that's what all the other has been. This was supposed to be my simple card. And I don't think this is going to be big enough. So what do we have in my little stash? My little stash. I could do that. That would be obnoxious. Maybe. We might just have got another one. Something current. When I have white, I just cut extra. Oh, maybe I didn't. That one's not current. Well, I might be just. That's not big enough. I might be cutting a new one. I could use half of that. That might actually be kind of a cool way to go. We'll do that. Don't remember the name of these dies. Oh, you want to visit Germany? That's where your ancestors are from. I have been to Germany. It's a beautiful, beautiful country. I was there with my children were with the Northern Ambassadors of Music. I don't know if you ever heard of them. It's a program that they put together up here in North Dakota and Montana. And kids that are selected get to tour Europe for a couple weeks in the summer and sing in the cathedrals and such. It was an amazing experience. I tagged along with them because why not? I couldn't let them go by themselves. I mean, I could have, but I'd have missed out on seeing all the places that I wanted to see also. So I had to sign a waiver saying that I would not interfere and try to be a chaperone, which was fine with me. And it was amazing. I don't think I'm going to put this on. Actually, what I'm going to do, no, I'm not. I'm going to use, let's see, put this on with this. So, yes, very beautiful. Europe is very beautiful. At least the places I've seen. Traveling is one of my favorite things to do. So, all right, what can we put on here to make it look fun? I've been thinking, I've been using the strawberry slush a lot, and I think it would work really well with this one too. Or actually, those might work. Oh, we might use these. As you can see, I haven't used a lot of these. So we will use a couple of these. These are the muted palette dots. And I think we'll go ahead and add a few here and there. I'm very random when I take stuff off. And put a big one up here. So there you go. That is the first card using the Coneflower Celebrations. Just stamping and coloring with the blends. Next up, we're going to use the dies more. Oh, I shared the new catalog, just the front of it. If you did not get one, there were a couple people I couldn't send them to because I didn't have all your information. So if you were one that was hoping to get one from me and you do not get it, I hear they're starting to arrive. Please let me know and I will mail one to you from me. ASAP. There we go. All right, that one is done. Next up, this is a fun one. Thank you. If you do go to Germany, Nancy, try to find some of the medieval towns. We went to one, I want to say it was Rotenburg. That was awesome that we stayed in. All right. So this piece is 12 inches by 5 1/4. I scored it at 2, 4, 6, and 8. And we're going to accordion fold it. Just like that. Just gives it nice, big color. Oh, somehow that went the wrong way. Okay, so this is a piece of 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 garden green, and I'm just going to mount this on here. We're getting ready to start launching our Stampin' Cross Country. Start promoting that, so keep your eyes and ears open for that. And then I'm trying to work on a couple other things that would be fun also. Sorry, that corner did not want to stay down. All right, then this piece is just going to go back in here. This is 3 3/4 by 5, and it is for writing on. So I'm going to set that aside for now. I haven't used this recipe for a while, so that's why I'm having to play with it a little bit. If you have most of my mystery card recipes, this is number 57. This is the only one I didn't have figured out before I left. And on the way home, I thought, okay, I just need to do something. So I got home and I did something. I just picked a recipe and cut the pieces, and we were on. Hello. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. Inique from the Netherlands. Welcome, welcome. All right, I'm going to move this over because I like to use my glass mat for that. My glass mat and my camera doesn't work as well. But hopefully we'll be getting new internet, and maybe, just maybe, we can make it work better. So I'm just giving this white piece of cardstock just a little bit of a halo. Just giving it a splash of color. You can see the ring. Ooh. And that's okay. I didn't. There. All right. Add that to my pile. Then I want this. I want to stamp on this. That's what I want to do. I knew there was something I wanted to do. We're going to stamp "You Made My Day." Maybe we'll stamp "Happy Belated Birthday." I wish they would have put a happy birthday in here too, not just the belated one. It's fine. It will be fine. I need a block. This has not been stamped with before, so we're going to, I don't make a lot of happy belated birthday cards, but it is, I'm sure it will get used. There we have that. And we're going to add this to this, and then we have to do some cutting. we go. We're going to put this on here like that. And only want to anchor half. Get it centered-ish. Okay, now we're going to set this aside. I'm going to grab some Daffodil Delight. And we're going to cut out one of these. And one of these. This one has to go on the edge of my machine for this. Otherwise, there's not enough oomph on my machine. So we're going to do that. And then I think we need a green stem. And I have a piece of pecan pie. I don't know that I can get a green stem out of there. Oh, maybe I can. You know, why didn't I throw this away? Because apparently I needed it for today, right? Yeah, whatever. All right, we're going to run these through first. Anyone have anything fun happening this weekend? Okay, so we have the county fair. So I think tomorrow my husband's going to go work a booth for a while, take the day off from harvest. Shocked me. I'm going to stay home and try to get caught up on a few things. For most of the day, I'm going to go have a massage for part of my day. I love massages. After driving so much. I think it's my sciatic nerve. Needs a little TLC. So I'm going to go do that. Then I'm going to come home. And I think having the house to myself sounds like a really good plan. And then we're going to go to the rodeo tomorrow night. We have some pretty big names. If you follow the rodeo circuit at all, we have a few big names that like to show up here. One of the top barrel racers is from here. So, and we have some stock people that provide the stock, for the big rodeos. So going to the rodeo tomorrow night is just kind of a fun thing. And then harvest. I'm looking for something. Yes. There it is. And I need my green. I'm going to get a stem out of this. I don't know that I need leaves, but I'm going to get a stem out of this. Might not be the most perfect, but you know what? I just get a leaf out of here too. Why not? Get a wonky leaf. We'll see what it looks like. Well, thank you for being so welcoming, Nancy, and saying hello to everybody. Don't forget to subscribe. If you like the video, be sure to like. If you subscribe, like, share, comment, all the things are very appreciated. I was told I need to tell people that more often, so I am telling you, I appreciate it when you like, comment, and share and watch my videos and all the things. All the things. Okay, I think we are ready to move on to this. So I'm going to do a little something with this. I got my, I forgot to get that one. Brown. I love my blending brushes. Do you use your blending brushes very often? I use mine frequently. I grab a silicone mat, and this doesn't matter if I get it in the middle. So I'm just going to go out from the center. Actually, it doesn't matter if I go there at all. So I just need one side. My brain is. Okay, so that one's done, and we are going to fold it in half. Okay, and now we're going to use this. Now, this can be dark. I don't want to catch an edge and rip. So just get to add a little extra color. You wouldn't have to do this, but you know, it just adds a little oomph. And actually, my brown, sometimes if you drop your dies, the die will pop out. Sometimes it doesn't work. For example, that time. Oh, sounds like somebody is home at my house. Oh, I think my youngest son was going to the rodeo. My oldest son was already in helping with the stick horse rodeo. So that means my husband should be home shortly also. Okay, so this I'm going to glue on here. Give it a little more definition. I could also take my blender pen and even just get a couple of these seeds. Just have a couple of them stand out a little bit more. There we go. And that little button goes there. And then we're going to put this on here. And this is the under part that you don't see as detailed. We could cut two of these out, but I didn't. I just cut one. So now we're going to add this. We're going to use some green glue and just get a little bit here and there. I do hear my husband. He has been sick, so he is out coughing in the other room. I'm sorry if you hear him coughing. I'm sorry that he's sick. I came home and he was sick, so. All right, I just want that brown just to kind of show a little bit through. So just hold that for a second. Now this is where you could use this as another little place to write a note if you'd like. And we could on this one. Or we could tack it down. I don't know. We'll see. Let's get our card back in here. So happy belated birthday. And we made everything a little smaller. My stem is a little smaller because it didn't have as much room to go here. Okay, we're going to add some dimensionals. I already started a new one. I don't need to start another new one. I need to crease this really, really well. Maybe I'll stay flatter. And maybe I should have stamped on it inside first. Celebrating you. I don't know if we're going to get that in there. We'll squeeze it in. Happy belated birthday. Celebrating you. I don't know where that is. Oh, there it is. It's hard to read upside down and backwards sometimes, don't you think? All right. We'll put this on the inside of this and maybe on the inside of the card. Oh, don't try this at home. I have my pieces on the back already. All right. Then we're going to add this. I'm going to kind of put it off to the side. Hopefully I didn't put any. I didn't. I'm going to use glue dots on this one. Or actually, you know what? I'm going to use tear and tape. Tear and tape is about the right width. I know. How many glues can somebody use on a project? The answer might be 3 or 4. There we go. Let's pull that off. This little piece does this. This was a part of that wonky paper that I saved. Remember? Right, I'm just going to tuck that under. Maybe I'll give it a side cut there. And I think I made a leaf. And we'll just put that there. And I have a piece of tear and tape. I'm going to put at one end, and I'm going to put a dimensional at the other end. So it can kind of look like it's got some lift on the end. So we're going to go this way. So this is low and this is high. So there we go. Happy birthday. And if they open that up, it'll say celebrating you. And open up this way. And we're going to, I had that piece of paper that goes in here. You know what? I'm going to make this smaller. I don't want that to be that big. All right, so I'm going to make this one 3 by 4 also. And then I have one more card. I have some really cool paper to share with you with that one. Paper I haven't used yet. And I wanted the sunflowers to show. I didn't want the white to show. So I just cut it smaller. And then we're going to put, I'm glad that we've known you for so many birthdays. I love that I've known you for so many birthdays. There we go. And yes, I'm going to use almost all of the stamps in this set. Let's see here. You know next to nothing about rodeos. That is okay. Rodeos are kind of a regional thing. The stark basic white. Oh, wait till you see what I do with this next paper. You're going to really like that. Blending brushes. Yeah, I kind of go in spurts. Stampin' Up does come out with things more often than I can keep up with anymore. So This one was unavailable for a while, but it is available now. I checked before I used it today. It was available when I started, I should say. So, all right, now we're going to tuck this inside here. And if I center it correctly, it's not going to be seen. It's not just a bright, fun card. Just a bright, fun card. And, oh, I tell myself I'm going to use the tape runner, and then I lose the tape runner. All right. How's that? Ta-da! There we go. Fun card. Just a fun card. And I think we'll get those same those same embellishments out. Ooh, actually we can add. Is that yellow? No, it's not the same yellow. Okay. The Darling Duckling is not the same yellow. Or close, so we're going to find those other ones. Actually, we can use these. These were on last chance, so if they're gone, they're gone. But the party dots were there last time I checked, but they might be gone. But we're going to use them. They're just a nice yellow that go so well with this card. There we have it. Isn't that a fun card? All right. So there's card number 2. Here's card number 1. Card number 2. Apparently I like to tip my flowers to the right. All right, I'm going to put these away and grab my supplies for the next one. Uh-oh. That little guy just fell off. Well, that's supposed to go. Apparently I had the wrong envelope. Somewhere there is naked embellishments running around. All right. So the next one, I have pieces cut, but I'm going to bring out this paper. Now, let me grab this paper. This paper is Irresistible Designs. If you took the virtual album retreat, you saw some of this kind of paper in action. So I don't know if you can see it. Oh, there you go. Those have some flowers. The one I'm going to use has leaves. And there's also, some plaid-ish. You can kind of see. So we're going to take, I forgot to grab my color. I'll be right back. And this isn't going to show up very well because I'm using a muted color. Let's see here. Uh-oh. There. Hi, Julie. Let's see, everyone. I have to catch up. Love the second card. Isn't it gorgeous? I love this set. So this is a piece of that paper I just showed you. This is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And I think this is the right brush. And again, actually, I'm not going to use the glass mat. I'm going to use a block. And hope that I like this. So I'm going to actually start in there. Once you start, you're good, right? It's just getting started. Probably can't see the color quite yet. I did pick a light color to do this with. You should start to see it. Can you see? Come on, paper. Anyway, I'm going to keep going. And it's just got some clear embossed designs on it. This has got some leaves. And we're gonna, it's not gonna be an ombre effect because that would be too much work, but there are spots that are gonna be darker than the others. And that's okay. I don't want it to be really dark. So can you see it now? There you go. Isn't that gorgeous? All right. So we're going to put that aside. And I have, I'm going to put these dies over here before I lose them. Okay, so I have this piece cut out already. And I have this piece cut out already. And my card base. And my center. All right, so I'm gonna just go ahead and fold this. Isn't that cool paper? They had some different kinds in that virtual album retreat that were so pretty. That Sunray one was just gorgeous. So, and so this is a basic card base. This is, and this is Blackberry Bliss. This next layer is 4 by 5 1/4. And there we go. And then this beautiful paper. I'm going to go ahead and put it down. It's only one-sided paper too, so. Not that you'd want to use it for anything else. I just gave it a very small border with the fresh freesia. There we go. And then on these two, we're going to do similar to what we did before. Only this time we're going to use Blackberry Bliss. I think my Blackberry Bliss is just a little brush, which is totally fine. I have to put you down again. There you go. And I'll have to wash my mat tonight. This set definitely warrants using these blending brushes. So do you like the little ones or the big ones better? What sizes do you prefer? I'm going to do the same thing on this one. Actually, that's not folding. That'll be fine. I'll put this on. Actually, we'll get some of the con pie again. Do a little bit on this one. The sand on my nails is going to be darker brown after doing this. And that is okay. It washes off. We all know that. So I'm going to try to do a little bit with the Daffodil Delight at the top. It's not going to show a lot, but it might show a little. Oh, I think it shows a little. All right. I did not cut stems. It's okay though. I can cut stems pretty easily. All right, so we're going to add this to this. Isn't that gorgeous? I love Blackberry Bliss. Oh, I know I'll use this. It's probably one of my favorite colors. But I don't, when somebody says, what's your favorite color? I don't go to Blackberry Bliss, but it is one of my favorite Stampin' Up! Colors. All right. Okay. And then it goes on here. We have a beautiful flower. Maybe it'll stand up straight this time. I don't know. Maybe we'll have it go this way. So I need a stem and a couple leaves. We might just be speedy. Gonna stamp them. I have some green. It's a little big. I don't know if I need to use that big of a piece, but this is just from my pile on the side, because if you watched me for any length of time, you know, as soon as I'm done with something, I set it to the right. So I have this pile of paper. Ah, look at that. Perfect size. My granddaughter comes down and that's the pile she picks from when she wants to play. So someone calls me Dobby. She wants to play with Dobby's paper. Right there. We'll do this one. There. Actually, I'm going to go a little bit. I know I'm talking to myself because you can't see what I'm doing. I'm just arranging my dies on my mat, on my paper to cut it. And then we'll use this one. We'll grab this one. And this one. And you know what else we're going to do? We're going to cut one that's big enough. Oh, that wasn't good. It's not good when the dies drop. All right, I think we're ready. So, well, you'll see it when it comes out the other end, what I did. You use a lot of Misty Moonlight. Misty Moonlight is a beautiful, beautiful blue. I like boho blue. I miss boho blue, but Misty Moonlight would be an excellent choice as well. My mom's favorite color was blue, so I think I'm a little biased. I like blue, probably just because she loved blue so much. So take off my Post-it note tape. And I used the dies to make the fancy leaves. That's not going to work this time. Take your pick tool with the craft ends to the rescue. Love the little craft ends. All right, so I have a couple leaves and I have a stem. I didn't go as long as I could have. And I have a couple leaves to put together. And I have a couple dies. You know what else I have? I have that little vacuum that I love. I gave you the link for it before. I can put it in again. So when you have all this little crud, you just keep it up. And I can put the link in the description again. Just fast and fun. All right. So there's that. I got all that put away. And now we'll just build with our. So this one goes on here. Now I should have used adhesive sheet on this one, but I was not thinking. So I'll use my mat and a little bit of glue. If you did Stampin' Cross Country, we sent one of these to you. Do you use them ever? For those of you that don't know, Stampin' Cross Country is a virtual event that I do with a couple of my stamping friends. And it's open to everybody. Even if you're in the Netherlands, you could do the virtual part and get all the tutorials, just not the kit full of supplies. So there you go. Just a fancy way to get some, an easy way to get some glue on. These are silicone brushes that you get, and you chop most of the ends off. So, and this is just a silicone mat. This one's kind of fun because it's got some raised bumps. So after you get your glue on, you can actually get under it because it's not attached to the mat, because you can get under it with a pair of tweezers and a little dog hair. My granddog was visiting. Either that or it's from my poor little Maisie girl. All right, throw that on. And then you just have to wash this off and wash this off, and it is a done deal. I can put links out for those too, if you're interested. I should have a few of my favorite things page or something. All right, it's your day. It will fit on here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to use Blackberry Bliss because it's such a beautiful color. As you can see, I've used it a lot. You've watched me use it lots of times too. Stampin' Cross Country is a lot of fun. And like I said, the sign up will be coming out shortly. So we are in the process of putting it all together. It's your day. Maybe we'll put it over here. I'm going to put this on. Actually, we're not. We're going to put this on first. And we're going to put Celebrating You on the inside because that's cool. And we don't have the dimensionals on it yet. There we go. So if they open that, there'll be a little message inside. So add some dimensionals. Be sure to join me on Tuesday night for mystery stamping. It will be our 98. Did I just do 98? I don't remember. We're going to get to 100. I think it was 97 we just did. 98. Yep, 98 will be on Tuesday night. 98th different recipe case, whatever you want to call it. We'll go to the left just because we haven't done that yet. I'm just a leaner with my stuff. It's lots of fun. You just cut your pieces and come join us for mystery stamping. We all make something just a little differently, but it turns out awesome. It's Tuesday night at 7 Mountain Time. Whatever time this started in your world is when Tuesdays and Thursdays is when I am here. A couple fun leaves this time. I think I used most of the pieces of this set. Oh, I didn't use this. This is cool, but I haven't used it yet. Maybe another day. Okay, I'm going to do this trick again. And then I might use a glue dot. So it's a little dimension. It can be flat. The other end can be raised. There it is. So this end is close to the card. And this end is raised up on a dimensional. There we go. It's your day. Now I might, because I have, maybe I don't. But I had, it's just the right color. Petunia Pop. Petunia Pop gonna work on there? Probably not, but that's okay. I have this. And I was gonna do it before and I didn't. So we're gonna slide it under there. Just going to tie something to the stem. There we go. Little white baker's twine. bows always turn out, so I have to play with them. But hey, I did a bow on live TV or live video. I guess somebody could be watching it on their TV. And dimensionals. You know what? I did get this out and I'm going to use it. This is one of the other stamps. It's just a little background stamp. So where's my scrap paper? We are just going to add it to our label. Give it a little texture. I was going to use it on a different card, but it didn't happen. So it was out and ready to go. So we put it to use. Oh my word, 420. Thanks for the plug and explanation, Nancy, for Stampin' Cross Country. Yes, dreaming of cornflowers. There's always the recordings too, if you ever need to catch up, because 4:20 a.m. is a little early to have crafting on the brain. Or is crafting always on your brain? I know sometimes it seems like that for me. So there you go. There is the last card of the evening or morning if you are in the Netherlands. So there's the last one. And here's the first one. And be sure to like the video if you enjoyed this. Comment. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Share with your friends if you think someone would enjoy this. So there is the Coneflower Celebrations. And thank you for joining me tonight. It was kind of a long one, but that's all right. Sometimes cutting everything takes a little bit of time, or coloring. But that's all right. It's crafting and we're all happy, right? So enjoy your weekend. I will see you. Hopefully you can join me on Tuesday at 7 for the next mystery stamping. We're trying to get to 100. And remember, orders earn entries into my summer shopping spree. You have to be in the United States only for that. And oh, there's an in color sale. I forgot to mention that. So all the things. There you go. Have a great night. Thank you for joining me, everyone, and have a good weekend wherever you are in the world. Good night. I just remembered I was going to put a couple links in there. So if you want the affiliate link or the link, the different things here. Here is the one for the vacuum. And I don't have one for the, I'll have to get one for, oh, excuse me, the silicone brushes. But have a good night.